what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alexis if you are new. Hello, hi, what's good, what's poppin'? So I know I say this in like every video that I make, but it is true. I do miss you guys. I missed you so much. I had to take a week off from making videos because of family things going on, but I am doing better. Thank you guys for all the, wishes of, feeling better. So today's video is in dedication of school starting for all of my subscribers, my vibrant babes that are currently in college, or if you're in high school, freshman, senior, all of that. This video is dedicated to you. Very juicy story time. I did film this once, but I never uploaded it because I didn't feel like it was the right time, but it has been a year since this whole situation. Well, kinda a year. Actually, it's been like maybe 8 months, but you know what? We're gonna say a year. Your girl was going through it during those times. So today is going to be a story time about my crazy experience with my roommate. I'm very nervous to talk about it because I don't know who's watching my videos. I don't know if this person is watching this video. If this person is watching this video, of course I have sent my apologies. I never got an apology back, but you know what, that's okay. So before we get into the story time, I want to clarify, I will not be saying any names in this video. I just don't want this person to have clout from me. If you are new to my channel, you're not just seeing my face, subscribe. I know you want to. We're almost close to 900 subscribers. I have said this multiple times. I'm going to be doing a giveaway when I hit 900. So subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to follow my social media. Everything will be on the screen and linked down below. And enough rambling, let's get into the crazy story time. Also, if you guys like the lashes that I'm wearing the Marie Kirk LA lashes and the Style Angel Baby. If you want to get yourself a pair, I have a discount code that you could use, linked down below. I'm not going to take forever telling you guys the story time because it is a very, very long story spanning over almost a year. So I'm going to kind of, make this quick because no one has time for a long story time. So to start the story off, I'm just going to say that I met this girl through a hair salon that I used to go to. Her mom and my mom actually knew each other, and my mom found out that her daughter is going to. So I'm guessing it was her mom's idea that we room together because she said that her daughter was like shy and she wasn't outgoing, and like she just thought it would be a good idea for us to room together. Can you think of a name for her? I think we should call her roommate. I can't think of any names. We're gonna call her roommate. That's a boring name, but hey, she doesn't need anything special. So my mom told me that it was a good idea for us to room together. She, gave me the information about her and was like, her mom wants y'all to room together. Originally, I personally didn't want to room with someone that my mom found. Like, I just feel like that was not necessary. I wanted to meet someone that I've never met before and just go from there. Things we do for our parents. So I told her, I agreed, we can room together, whatever. And we exchanged numbers and we started to text each other. At first, she seemed very normal, She responded with yes, no, maybe, the normal responses to text. But little did I know that this was the start of a very, very terrible pair.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
So when it got close to the date of us moving in, everything was going totally fine, like I mentioned. And then we got there, and I just knew it was not going to be a fun experience for both of us. So the first night that we were there, my school hosted this back to school event, and everyone was there. It was a place for us to mingle and get to know each other that was, coming to the school. That is where I met the majority of my friends that I'm still cool with, my homies, you know who you are. And, people were just talking, mingling. I was being my outgoing self as usual. And of course, that is when I found out that my roommate is not a very outgoing person. You know what I'm saying? She's not. She was literally at the party in the corner of the room, just standing there, tensed up like someone was trying to take her purse from her. A purse she didn't even have on her. And she didn't talk to anyone. Like, nobody. She didn't even talk to me. Like, she did this like nervous laugh. Like, and I'm not clowning anyone that's like nervous and laughs when they're nervous. Like, I'm not. But it was like this certain laugh that she would do that made me nervous to even be around her, to be honest. But later on that night, we were invited to this after party, And of course I wanted to go, and also another friend of mine wanted to go as well. I tried to get my roommate to go. I was like, yo, we should go, it's gonna be fun. Like, you know, we're starting to get into this college thing, like, let's go. And she just, I knew she didn't want to go, but like also I wanted us to be cool. So I'm not saying I forced her, but she agreed to go to it. And of course, you know how after parties go, everyone's just chilling, hanging out, kind of like a kickback type thing. And she was doing the same thing from earlier, scrunched up, like someone trying to steal something from her. Girl, I was like, come on, like loosen up a little bit. Like even I was loosening up, like I was trying to be active and just, you know, involved. It was kind of like she was acting like a buzzkill, but more buzzkill, you know what I'm saying? So the next couple of months rooming with her was very awkward and very difficult at times. And it was kind of like a nightmare, to be honest. Like it was just really hard because I don't study in my room. I would go to the common area or like anywhere else on campus to study. Whenever I would come in, all the lights would be off. Even my lamp on my side of the room was off, and I never gave permission for her to touch it or nothing like that. But all the lights were off. She never talked to me. She would face to the wall on her laptop, not even acknowledging me. I would start every conversation in that room. It was just hard to even be in the same room with her. But get this, there was even one occasion where she actually told the RA on me because I didn't hang out with her. Ma'am, told the RA on me because and I quote, give her anxiety. Now, anxiety in my opinion is a really serious thing because I have anxiety myself. Like there are times where I literally just, it's been pretty bad recently, but I mean, it's gotten a little bit better, but anxiety, I was just like, me? Of course, I apologized to her, you know, when we had our meeting with the RA because like, it's not my intention to give her anxiety or leave her out. Like there are multiple times where I have tried to involve her and she would just shut me down immediately. I just realized that we are two totally different people that just do not clash well together. And there are going to be times where even you guys are gonna have a roommate that you just do not clash well with. Like it's normal, it's life. It's an experience. One of my friends actually insisted that I move in with my other friend because she didn't like her roommate as well. I don't know why I didn't listen to her. I should have. Maybe the whole situation that happened wouldn't have happened if I listened at that time. But also I didn't want to move out because that room was kind of cute. Like it was big, you know, lots of space, but that's besides the point, you know. But trying to move on from the whole RA situation, RA problem number one. So trying to take her advice on the whole situation, I decided to invite my roommate out to a party that a frat was having. And now that I think about it, I feel like that was my first mistake, was trying to invite her to go to parties because obviously she didn't like them. But I'll get back to that in a second, okay? So yeah, I tried to invite her. She was like, I don't know if I want to go, but I was like, just come on, it's gonna be fun. I'll be around you the whole night. If you want to be scrunched up in the corner, play scrunched up, then I'll play scrunched up with you, you know? So she did agree to going, and we even went to, I think, Target to get an outfit for the party. Like it was I'll put a reference picture if I can find one, I don't know. But I lost her in Target, but that's not even the whole point of the story. When we arrived to the party that night, this just makes me so mad. When we arrived at the party, you know, y'all know what her thing is, being scrunched up in a corner. We were in one corner just chilling out, me and my friends, and my roommate. I had to go to the restroom because I needed to use it really bad. So I was like, you know, I'll be right back. Just stay right here. Actually, it's not a problem because I know how you are. I went to the restroom. I came back. And when I tell y'all, and I was like, bro, she left the party in the middle of the night on campus walking back to our dorm. It's black dark. My friend was saying how she was trying to stop her from running away, but she was like, she wasn't having it. And honestly, I tried calling her. I tried texting her, all that, didn't get a response. I was like, bro, like, are you serious? Like, I'm not about to leave this party that we paid money to get into. Yes, it costs money. I'm using this $5 to my advantage. I'm about to have fun, about to get lit, I'm about to party. I did have fun that night. But when I got back to the room, that is when all hell broke loose. I was like, why did you leave? I walked into that room. She was under the covers with the lights off. I was like, girl, take that cover off your head and talk to me, because what you're not about to do is just cut me out. I confronted her. I was like, why did you leave? She was like,
oh, I didn't feel good.
Girl, just say you didn't want to be there. That's all you have to say. There's no point of lying. Of course, I tried to get parents involved. I tried to get my mom and her mom involved. I told my mom what happened. My mom told her mom. And you know what her mom said? She said,
let them handle it.
See, that was mistake number one. Like, knowing how your daughter is, no. We cannot handle this like adults are supposed to. After multiple times after that situation of us going to the RA, yes, the word multiple. Oh, I forgot to mention, for Halloween, as you guys know, Halloween's one of my favorite holidays. I love decorating for Halloween. It's so cute, it's fun. I decorated our door. I did not get one notice for the decorations that I did. I put cute little pumpkins by the door with our initials on it. She didn't ask me to do it, but I did mention that I did want to do something special for Halloween. I didn't get one, oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love it. Nothing from her. Not saying I deserve a thank you or, oh wow, that's pretty, but like, we're in college. We're supposed to like have fun. I did go to the RA myself for the first time. I went to the RA. I think before I went, we had two situations. The first one that I mentioned, another one that's like not really important. But I did went to the RA myself, and I basically was telling the RA, I think my roommate is going through something, because if she was not leaving the dorm whatsoever, and I was really genuinely concerned at that point. So the RA did talk to her, and after she did talk to her, I was downstairs studying with my friends in the common area like I usually do. I made it back to our dorm around like 12 o'clock, and when I walked in, of course, nothing new. It was pitch black dark. I actually tripped and fell on one of her things on her side of the floor. And yes, I'm a clean freak. I like to keep my stuff clean, my area clean. Hers was dirty as usual. At that point, I was like, you know what? I need to take matters into my own hands and do something different. I had to go to class early that morning. So I texted her and was like, yeah, just please leave my light on. Thank you. And left it at that. So after my class ended around like 9:50, I came back to the room, but before I ever opened the door, when I tell you guys, I've never heard someone yell so loud on the phone talking to their friends. Like, coming from her, she's a very quiet person, so when I did walk in, it was like, girl, you must be having fun in there. I've never seen that side of you before. She was on the phone with her friend, basically talking about me. You know what she was saying?
Oh, could you please leave my light on, because I fell last night. Shut the up.
Oh, word. It took almost everything in me not to walk through that door and yank her by her braids, because God had my back that day. God was like, no, you ain't being kicked out of this dorm. Go downstairs. So I listened, and I went downstairs and cooled off. I called my mom. Yes, I did, because I be telling my mama everything. When I tell you, it was over. It was over. Like, I'm used to people talking about me, because I mean, she did call my roommate's mom, and I text the RA, number four, the fourth situation. I basically told her, yo, this is what happened. I'm gonna just tell you. At this point, I feel like I was on her level of pettiness, like my roommate's level of pettiness, because I mean, literally, like, that was not the smartest thing to do. It's not really the most necessary thing to do, but like, hey, at this point I was like, I'm gonna get back at her. That night I was hanging out with my friend somewhere, and the RA did talk to her. I was telling the RA, I was like, you know, I'll just talk to her myself. Like, I'm gonna call her to the room and be like, yo, let's talk. So we did talk that night, that all that occurred, and I've never seen someone get the biggest attitude with me ever. Like, she was going off on me for like no reason. I was like, sis, if this is how you've been feeling, then I'm happy you're getting it out, because just imagine if I was sleeping one night, you tried to kill me. But during our talk, the reason why she was like getting such an attitude with me is because I was basically confronting her about everything that's been going on, and she had the most stupidest reasons for being mad at me. First, it was me not hanging out with her enough, and then it turns out now that she's mad at me because I hang out with my friends more. Girl, I tried being friends with you. I tried doing things your way, and look how it backfired on me. You're over here talking on the phone about me. So you know what, sis? I'm through. Period. So after our conversation, she left the room. Finally, like, I always leave the room, but like, she left the room, and she didn't return back to the room until like 1 a.m. She opened the door, got into her bed, did not take a shower or nothing. And then left it at that. Okay, so this part of the story I do take full responsibility for. I admit I was in the wrong, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. I 100%, I have apologized as well. I've apologized. So there was one time where me and my roommate, before this whole situation happened, we were cool. I did invite her to like this tree planting thing, and I mean, it was nice. You know, she was acting as she usually does, quiet and stuff, but we went to this tree planting event. So I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning of the story. We did have a TV in our room, one TV. We have a roommate agreement that states that anyone can use the TV. So I can use the TV, she can use it, we can both use it at the same time, yada yada. So that also includes that you cannot hide the remote from your roommate, because if you do that, like, you're breaking the agreement. So one night I came in from, I think, one of my late classes, and I wanted to watch TV. And later on that night, there's supposed to be a party, so I was just relaxing. I wanted to watch TV, but the remote was missing. So I text her saying, hey, do you know where the remote is? Like, did it fall behind your bed? Did it fall behind the desk or whatever? I did not get a response. She read my message but did not reply. So I waited 10 minutes. I text her back and being like, hey, like, do you know where the remote is? Because you can't turn on the TV manually. She read it again, did not respond. So I have never let someone push me over the edge as much as she did. Like, when I tell you guys I exploded, I don't know why, but I think that was just one moment I was like, wow, I can't believe I let someone control my emotions like this. So at this point, I thought she was, you know, playing around with me, and I did get a little bit angry, and I did break her TV. Just admitting, I broke the TV. For the longest time, I would say it was accident, but if I'm being real with you guys, because, you know, you guys are like my fam, I did on purpose. Like, I broke the TV. After I broke it, I felt so bad. I actually called two of my friends up to the room and was like, hey, this is what I did. I broke the TV. I feel bad. I felt so terrible. I felt so dirty after doing that. I really did. I did try to like save myself a little bit. I texted her and was like, oh my gosh, your TV broke. Like, sorry. She was like, sorry, I was in class or whatever, but like, she doesn't have class that late. Like, I know her schedule enough to be like, yo, you're not in class. I did tell her TV broke, and I was like, oh, I don't know how it happened, like, etc, etc. Just me trying to cover my tracks, the terrible person that I am. I was like, at that time, it was terrible. I was a terrible person. When she did get back to the room, I was like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what happened, like, and all that stuff. And I did leave the room before her, you know, emotions started to pour out. I felt at that time, when I was at the party, I felt, you know, I finally got my revenge back on her for being so spiteful and mean to me and all that other stuff. I was stooping myself down to her level, which I totally do not recommend anyone do. Like, it's good to be the bigger person, it really is. But I also told my other friends about what happened. They were just like, you know what, you stay in our room tonight, you're not going back to your room because y'all are going to be fighting, y'all are going to be clashing, like, just do not do it. So they let me stay with them that night, and the next morning was terrible. Like, I cannot explain how terrible it was, because that was just when I knew I definitely screwed up. So I woke up with like maybe 15 missed calls from my mom, a bunch of missed texts. She was just livid with me. And it turns out that my roommate called her mom, and her mom called my mom, and that's why I had all the missing calls. I went back to my room because I had class that morning, and for the first time, she was actually turned my way so she could talk to me. I don't remember exactly what happened. I think I apologized for just, you know, being present when the TV was broken and stuff, and she was saying of course she didn't believe it and all that other stuff. Like, it was just, she knew something was up. I was actually supposed to go home that weekend, but I didn't because my mom was mad at me. She was like, you stay on campus, do not come home, I don't want to hear anything you gotta say. And that is when my roommate left for the weekend and brought her TV home. So I was TV-less. I had my laptop, but like, you know, I mean, it's different when you don't have a TV. But yeah, that was how that Friday went. And the next day I walked into my room and everything was gone. Clothes were gone, TV was gone, everything was gone. First side of the dorm was empty. I don't know if I have a clip. If I do, I'll insert it. But it was empty and it was quiet and it was scary. It was so scary. I definitely did get in trouble. I'm just gonna clarify, I got in a lot of trouble. And I did get sent to the head of house. So after she moved all her stuff out, I did text her mom myself and apologize for everything. I didn't get a text back, which is totally understandable, because if that was my daughter and all that stuff, like, girl, you're not getting a text from me whatsoever. Like, you broke her TV, like, no. My dad did buy her a new TV, and even though we did buy her a new TV, I still had to go to the head of housing. Just a terrible mess, just a mess. I mean, nothing bad happened because I did buy her a new TV and I did confess to what happened. So I didn't get like suspended or anything, but you know, basically I saved myself because I bought her a new TV. And I was roommateless. Is that even a word? Roommateless? But yeah, that's how the situation happened. I have not spoken to her. I want to say we had like this, we can't be 50 feet of each other thing. Like, I don't remember. I talked to my uncle and he was basically like, you can't let people control your emotions to the point that you do stuff like that. But yeah, that was my crazy roommate story. At the end of the day, it was her fault, it was my fault. We just didn't clash well. And if there's anything you guys can take away from this story, is do not let your parents be involved in your whole roommate situation when it comes to picking your roommate, because they don't know anything. They don't know who you are when it comes to how you live. Well, actually, that's a lie. Parents know how their kids are, but just don't let them suggest anyone that you should room with. So yeah, that is my story time. I hope you guys saw it as entertaining. I hope you guys took something from it. If you guys like this story time, give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, you should have done it at the beginning of the video, but I'm telling you to do it again. Do it. If you want to hear more story times like this, leave a comment, like this video as well. I have so many more story times I'm just waiting to talk about with you guys. Like, I'm just waiting for the right time, because like I said, I can't be telling y'all something that happened a month ago, because we could still be in the circle of that situation. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. I'm gonna go find food because I'm hungry. Okay, bye.